THT will have the ball first.
And Mark, we were talking about this. Texas Fury won the toss, decided to defer because they want to get it at the half, but they also saw the game yesterday with Sarah Colchamiro and want to set the tone, saying, we can shut you down. And that is really their THT's only opportunity is if Sarah Colchamiro has a similar game to what she had yesterday.
She split to the bottom of your screen there. On first down in midfield, underneath instead. And a nice gain, about 7 yards shy of midfield. Jacqueline Molinini made the reception on the play.
Love that for the quarterback, Jillian Molfetta, getting an opportunity to get an easy completion early in the game. Jack and Jill is what I like to call them. Jacqueline Molinini had 3 catches for 24 yards yesterday. She is a chain mover for them.
Second in midfield, and a drop intended for Molinini. That time, Jill did her part, Jack didn't.
Yeah, right here you'll see nice throw over the outstretched arms of the defender, and she just takes her eyes off it right as the ball gets there. That is the number one no-no for every receiver at every level of football. You got to look it in.
Third in midfield to go. They're outside that red dotted line, which is the no-run area. Pass complete right at midfield, and they'll pick up the first down. Sarah Colchamiro, and it'll be first and goal to go. Jordan Woodward making the tackle on the play.
Yeah, she has Jordan Woodward has the unenviable task of guarding Sarah Colchamiro, but she did a nice job making sure she didn't get any of those yak yardage, which is huge in flag football.
A lot of things happen after the catch is made or the run. Colchamiro split to the bottom of your screen. Underneath and incomplete. Batted away nicely by Sonia Jalil, intended for Molinini. So it'll be second down and goal.
That's now 2 drops there for Jacqueline Molinini. If THT wants to win this game, they're going to have someone other than Sarah Colchamiro can step up. And right now, Jacqueline has to do a better job of looking the football in. But THT seems pretty content on allowing Colchamiro to be a decoy at this point. It's an interesting tactic.
They send her in motion. They come back against the formation. The catch is made. And third down and goal coming up. That was Ava Martinez, but way short of the goal line. So let's see what they do here. Third down and goal.
So, Mark, in this situation, they have no choice but to go for it. They can't punt. So they got to throw a ball deep down the field. That red dotted line that you see, that's the no-run zone on this side of the field, the second one, they need to throw the ball at least to that area so they can potentially run the ball into the end zone.
On third and goal, way short of the end zone. Isabella Castro making the play, stopped by Sonia Chalil. And it'll be first and goal coming back the other way on downs. Texas Fury with its first possession.
And right there I circled Sarah Colchamiro. She is the rusher, the best rusher in this tournament. Her versus Ava Wallace is the matchup of the day.
Ava Wallace gets it out. She was 13 of 15, Robert, passing the football yesterday. Emma Clark, the wide receiver, makes the catch. Colchamiro made the tackle on the play, so it'll be second at midfield. 4 downs to get to midfield, and then 3 to score if you do get across.
And because Colchamiro is such a good rusher, Ava Wallace is going to get the ball out of her hands faster today than we saw her do the past few.
Nice tackle after a gain of about 7. Kelsey Quinn making the tackle on the catch by Molinini. Check that, Molinini made the catch. So it'll be third down in midfield.
Ava Wallace's 2 favorite receivers are number 0, Kelsey Quinn, who just had the catch, and Emma Clark.
Boy, she got it out quick, Robert, but incomplete. So fourth down and midfield. Do they punt, which would give the ball to the opposing team on the 5-yard line, or do they go for it here? And if they fail, the other team takes over at the spot.
I would punt if I was them, Mark. They did a nice job on defense. Trust your defense. Make them drive the entire length of the field if they're going to score.
So it looks like they're going to punt it away. There's no actual punt per se. We're going to punt as well and take a short break. Neither team able to score on their opening possessions of this flag football game. We'll be back from friendship. They call it show business, not show friends, Robert.
Exactly.
The winner of this game moves on to the semifinals tomorrow. THT on the quick slant, complete to Colchimero. Stopped immediately by Caroline Jays. It'll be second down at midfield to go.
You talk about them knowing about Sarah Colchimero and that experience. Well, Colchimero's a two-time gold medalist at 15U and 17U. She knows what it takes to win, and she's trying to will her team to get there, even though they know they have a tall task against this Texas Fury squad.
Jillian Malfetta was 14 of 17 passing, under duress and sacked. Back at the 5 by Caroline Jays.
Yeah.
Great pressure.
Great pressure. You're going to see Caroline Jays right here. 7 yards off the ball like she's supposed to. As soon as it snaps, she runs right to the QB and snatches that flag. That is why the rusher is so important. You have to be able to stay low, make sure you reach and grab that flag before the quarterback can get the ball out of their hands. Beautiful job right there by Caroline Jays.
Third and midfield to go. They've got THT pinned at about their own 5.5. Who's interesting?
They got to hurry up.
Yep. There's a 25-second play clock. Just got it off in time. Up for grabs. Almost intercepted and knocked away. It'll be fourth down coming up. Hannah Jays knocked it away.
And in back-to-back plays there, Mike, you had Caroline Jays get a sack, and then you had Hannah Jays go up and knock the ball down. The Jays are out here balling today.
Big time.
And yes, they are sisters.
So it'll be first in midfield coming up for Texas Fury, who was scouting THT's round of 16 game yesterday. Over the middle, complete. Gain of about 5 on the play. To Marynell Thompson. Stopped immediately. It'll be second in midfield.
And this is what you'll see a lot of from the Texas Fury. Misdirection, trying to get Sarah Colchimero off her spot so she doesn't have a clear lane to rush the passer.
There's some more of it. Catch and stop immediately. Kelsey Quinn making the reception and Molinini the stop. So it'll be third down in midfield. You see that red dotted line, that is the no run zone. So right now Texas Fury just a couple of yards outside of that. You're not allowed to run the football in that 5-yard area up to midfield. Third in midfield, complete. And they'll pick up the first down on THT side of midfield. Nell Thompson making the stop.
You're going to see this movement
Catch.
and this movement here, just trying to do the misdirection, making Sarah Colchimero move. It looks like they're going the opposite direction of wherever Colchimero lines up, which is a very smart tactic.
Great read, Robert. Good strategy so far by head coach Keenan Hughes. Taking a shot downfield, open, touchdown, Fury. Marynell Thompson with the game's first score. And the Fury take the lead.
What a play call right there, and execution by Ava Wallace and Marynell Thompson. Look at them strutting their stuff with the Connor walk. She's going to run a post, and they're going to run a nice fake and have the quarterback boot all the way out here, creating a nice passing lane back across the field. They tell us all the time in 11-on-11, hey, we don't want to do that. But in flag football, these plays work time and time again. Look at that emotion. We feel you, Marynell.
Wallace ready to get this snap. Going for 1 point from 5 yards out. Into the end zone, high and behind her intended receiver. Who else? It was Emma Clark, the intended receiver. So it remains 6-0. Well, we have our first score of the game.
Yeah, and you're going to see nice vision on the eyes by Ava Wallace. Great catch just below the waist by Marynell Thompson. Go ahead, give him some confetti right there for that touchdown celebration. We love it.
Ava Wallace says, these are my sisters. These are the girls that I ride with. And this is one of their final appearances. So heavily invested in the outcome of this one. THT incomplete out of the end zone. Malfetta couldn't connect with Colchimero.
And now, Mark, this is where THT has to get Sarah Colchamiro involved in some type of big play to get the morale back up. In their 3 wins in this tournament, they've only given up 2 points. So now giving up that touchdown, it can affect their psyche just a little bit if they don't get back on a roll here, because if they don't, this Texas Fury team has been blowing teams out.
They can take the top off. Colchamiro has the longest score, 47 yards, in the earlier rounds so far in this tournament. Underneath, complete. Got a little bit physical on that one, but no flag called. Catch by Ava Martinez. Trinity Hutchins making the immediate stop on the play.
And listen, in flag football, obviously the prerogative is to make sure that there's not a lot of contact. Right. But when the ball is in the air, the defender and the receiver have a right to it. And right there, Trinity Hutchins said, hey, man, this is my ball.
That could be mine.
And if it ain't mine, you definitely ain't getting it.
Got a long way to go. 3rd and midfield for THT. Pass complete. Sonic Sarah almost had that knee touch. Sonia Chalil made the stop on her. And they're 5 yards shy of midfield, so it's 4th down coming up, and an interesting decision.
Eagles will play.
And you talk about that knee almost going down. It's that hip drop that they try to do. She slips a little bit, trying to avoid the defenders.
Ooh.
Maybe gets 1 more yard out of it, but hey, they got the flag, got them down, and I think they have to go for it here on this 4th and mid. If they don't get it, Texas Fury will get the ball where it's at, and they're going to have a long ways to go with only 3 downs. But you have to throw this football to Sarah Colchamiro.
Possessions are so limited because of the time, and the pass is complete. Let's see where they spot it. It looks like we're going to have a first down by Jacqueline Molinini. Trinity Hutchins was right there to make the stop.
Yeah, Jillian Mofetta said, who are you talking about throwing it to Colchamiro? I'm going to throw it to Jacqueline Molinini and get this first down. Clearly, it's not where the person is, it's where the ball is when the flag is pulled. That was a first down.
We saw Hutchins involved in a similar type of close play yesterday that was ruled a first down. Right there she was again to make the tackle. Jacqueline Molinini making the reception. 2nd down and goal. Taking a shot down the middle of the field and incomplete. Borgononi was the intended receiver.
Whew, they had one there. Had him beat down the middle, just a few yards too far there by Jillian Mofetta.
That's half.
So we have our halftime. Did not use their timeout to try and get off another play. And, Robert, it really underscores, as I alluded to a moment ago, the fact that in NFL flag, possessions are rare. I think you get probably a total, an average of maybe 7 or so per game. It's not a lot, so you have to be efficient with them.
Exactly.
Let's go downstairs to Chris, who's standing by with Ava Wallace.
Ava, you guys scored that touchdown. Collectively, you look like you took a big, deep breath and a sigh of relief. How are you managing the emotions today?
Coming off of a very big win yesterday, emotions are high, and I've really tried to get my teammates just kind of get level-headed. Don't get too high, don't get too low, because if we're that, we're locked in, we're focused.
You know what you have on the other side of the ball facing Sarah Colchamiro, the speed and the talent that she has. What will be important for you guys in the second half?
Me getting the ball out quicker, for sure. Sarah is one of the fastest people I know. I have so much respect for her. But just executing on every single play. We know what we have to do to win this game.
I appreciate it. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
Guys?
Because they've only given up 2 points the entire tournament when they've won their games. But they also did a nice job of limiting Sarah Colchamiro. Sonic Sarah, who had an amazing game yesterday on both sides of the ball with their movement.
Started the 3rd quarter here, second half, pardon me. Pass incomplete. Intended for Emma Clark.
And what you'll see right here, once again, we keep talking about it, but Sarah Colchamiro, the rusher, the most important player on the field, makes Ava Wallace have to throw this ball before she's ready. It's inaccurate a little bit. They got to continue to move and try to distract the rusher to make sure the quarterback has enough time to throw.
2nd down in midfield coming up. Remember, teams have 4 downs to get to midfield and 3 after that to score. The pass is intercepted. Jacqueline Molinini, who's a great receiver for THT, makes the first interception, first turnover of the game.
Now I want you guys to watch once again. Don't get tired of hearing her name, Sarah Colchamiro. She's running. She's in the quarterback's face, making her throw the ball before she's ready. She can't get her feet set, can't get everything she wants into that throw. And then Jacqueline Molinini, the receiver on offense, does a nice job tracking the football like a receiver on defense and getting the pick.
With Sonic Sarah in her face, you can see why Ava Wallace is so concerned with getting out quickly. Let's see if THT can convert on the turnover. The pass complete to Ava Martinez. Trinity Hutchins making the stop on the play. 2nd down and goal.
And Mark, that interception is huge because the reason Texas Fury wanted to defer in the first half was to get it first out of the half. Well, they had a chance to maybe go up by 2 scores. Now the interception makes it a very even playing field again. THT is right back in this thing.
They lost their advantage quickly. 2nd and goal. Under pressure, the pass complete. Great catch by Ava Martinez with the pass behind her just a little bit. So it'll be 3rd down and goal. Obviously outside the no-run zone.
And Mark, this is the beauty of flag football as well. We've noticed a lot of star players yesterday that today haven't had as much play because the defense is focused on them. It takes all 5 on the field to make an effective play work.
Somebody's got to come up big here. Well fed into the end zone and batted away at the last moment by Jordan Woodward.
Man, you want to talk about great
Fury
coverage.
will take over on downs.
Great coverage right there by Jordan Woodward. You're going to see Sarah Colchamiro is right here. That's their main receiver. Jordan Woodward is right there. Does a nice job adjusting to the route and then knocking the ball down on a crucial 3rd and goal. Beautiful job. They call her JoJo. she was on it right there.
1st down in midfield, coming back the other way. Wallace gets it out and completes it out near the 10-yard line to Adeline Chillick. Ava Martinez with a quick tackle. Under 9 minutes to go in this football game. 6-0 Texas Fury Falcons out of Austin, Texas with the lead. And the winner of this goes on to the semis.
And look at this bunch set. That is perfectly situated to make sure that the rusher doesn't have a clear lane to the quarterback.
Really slowed down the rush, and they get the completion a couple of yards shy of midfield to Marynell Thompson. Stopped by Emmylou Olsen, and right now the Fury, they're inside that red dotted line, which is the no-run zone, so it must be a pass to get across midfield.
And we want you guys to know that that red dotted line is actually on the field so that the players know it is not just generated by the computer.
They pick up the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal. They'll have 3 tries from here. Emma Clark with the catch. And you almost feel like Ava Wallace is in a little bit of a rhythm now, Robert, on this drive.
Yeah, she is in a rhythm. And yesterday, like I said, it takes more than just one player. Emma Clark was a star. 5 catches, had 3 touchdowns. Every ball that was thrown to her, she made a play on it. She's only got 1 catch today. Boom, just
Wallace,
like that.
Great sidearm delivery and a leap by Emma Clark. Now that was a legal move, right?
Yes.
To avoid getting the flag pulled.
It looked like
spin.
It looked like she was about to try to jump over.
Yeah, a pirouette.
Right? You see Emma Clark here make the catch. She says, "Oh my goodness." The defender didn't know what to do, but at 6 foot, sometimes you might have to jump over some of these girls.
2nd and goal. Colchamiro coming on the rush. Wide open. Room service. Touchdown. Who else? It was Adeline Chillick. Slipped out and scored the touchdown to make it 12-0 Texas Fury.
Oh, let's go, Adeline Chillick. I love it. Adeline Chillick is actually right here. Number 4, she's the center. She's going to run a corner route. All this misdirection going this way, and she goes the other way, leaving the defense confused. Amazing job. The rusher doesn't get there in enough time to stop the quarterback from making a beautiful throw down the field, and Ava Wallace. Amazing job right there by the Texas Fury, just executing. Surgical down the field, Mark.
They're up by a couple of scores, going for 1. They can go for 2 from the 10-yard line, and they get the extra point. Emma Clark, her favorite target, who had 3 touchdowns in the game previous to this. Down a couple of scores with time working against them. Play 2 12-minute halves in NFL flag. That pass complete Out to the sidelines, Isabella Castro making the catch. It'll be second down in midfield.
And now what you'll notice is that THT is trying to move just a little bit faster, increasing that tempo, knowing that they're down 13. They don't have time to sit on the sideline and go through every single play with their coach.
THT had a couple of shutout victories on their way to this point, but not the case so far. Malfetta delivers it complete, and the tackle finally made. Pass complete to Isabella Castro.
Yeah, you see this nice completion on the outside, and just look how hard it is to grab these flags. Whoop, whoop. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Hey, man. I had my own experience trying to grab those flags. It wasn't that easy.
Your ankles are still in one place, right?
Yeah, maybe.
High pass caught, and a great run after the catch by Sarah Colchimiro. Hannah Jays made the tackle. You see how elusive she is.
Yes, and Colchimiro is right here. She's going to run this nice in route. Ball's going to be a little bit high, but she goes up and climbs the ladder to make the catch. I made this comparison yesterday. She is kind of like Tyreek Hill. Although she's 4'11", she plays bigger than her size.
On first and goal, we're going to have a sack back near the midfield stripe. So it'll be second down and goal. Carolyn Jays made the tackle. Boy, that one really hurts.
Yes, yes it does. And Mark, we talked to every coach over the past few days, and they said the rusher is the most important player on the field. And so far today, Caroline Jays has been amazing for them.
Caroline Jays and other rushers have to be in tremendous shape because you're sprinting from 7 yards away and then chasing the quarterback every single down. Here she comes again. Complete and stopped immediately. Josephine Borgononi. Sonia Caleb made the tackle.
And your point is well taken, Mark, because I know pass rushers in the NFL who can't rush 7 straight times to go get guys like Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson. So that cardio is very important. You can see right now the rusher on the field, hands on the knees, trying to make sure they get all that breath and that air in because it's full speed ahead every single down.
Third and goal. They've got to get into the end zone. They're down by 13 points with under 4 minutes to go in the second half. Into the end zone. Caught. They respond. What a catch by Isabella Castro. And THT is still alive.
Woo! What a throw right there by Jillian Malfetta. Most impressive part about it was this catch by Isabella Castro was on Jordan Woodward, the same defender that's been knocking the ball down, guarding Sarah Colchimiro. Nice job guarding the ball, coming back at a little bit of a negative angle so the DB couldn't run through you.
They elect to go for just one, and they get the extra point. Colchimiro, Sonic Sarah, souped up as her team trails by only 6. But the clock's still running.
Ooh, Colchimiro right here. Gonna run up, slow to go, and run a nice post across the middle. That's how you get open and flag. It's not full speed all the time, but look how close this is. Wow. Ooh, just a fingernail right there. Could have knocked that one away. Great play.
Robert, Texas Fury can really work the clock here, though, with just 2:37 to go. You can hear the official down on the field counting down from 10 when the play clock gets that low. That pass complete over the middle to Kelsey Quinn. 2:22 to go.
Timeout, Eagles. This will be a 30-second timeout.
And the THT Eagles stop the clock and burn one of their timeouts.
And to your point, let's listen in a little bit to what THT's coach has to say to the defenders right now.
Look at me, a first down. Look at me, a first down wins the game, so we got to play tight. Okay?
Can we please listen to me for a second? In order to win this game, it has to be man because we need a pass.
We have to force them to make a mistake.
First down.
It's the game. Does everyone understand?
It's a 10-yard window, so we have to cheat.
All right, let's see what we got.
Well, Jacqueline Molinini, number 7, is one of THT's best defenders. We've watched her for 4 games now. Colchimiro is rushing the quarterback. We'll see if the Fury throw in Molinini's direction or not. That's the scout.
That's pretty good scouting, Mark.
Second in midfield, Robert. Underneath, complete. Marinelle Thompson tried to extend that football, get every inch available, and another timeout called by THT. With 2:12 to go, it'll be third and midfield to go.
I mean, we can either get beat deep or the first down, the game's over. So we got to play tight. I know. So just, we're going to have to move up a little bit.
You hear Coach D'Angelo say, press up. We can afford to get beat, right? Because, I mean, you got to take the stuff away up front.
Yes, his point is that whether they get beat deep or they give up the first down, the game is over.
Right.
They get beat deep, hey, they get an extra, they get more points and we get to go on offense, but we're not going to have a chance to come back and win. But if they get this first down, Texas Fury can then run the clock out because they have utilized the majority of their timeouts already. So he's saying, hey, if we're going to lose, we might as well lose playing tight coverage.
This is the ball game, folks, for THT. They need a stop. Wallace surveys, fires, almost picked off. Josephine Borgognoni almost had an interception, had nothing, Robert, but real estate in front of her.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. A dangerous pass, a rare miscalculation here by Ava Wallace.
Yes, but what happened was Adeline Chilek fell down on her route. So, although Borgognoni would have had an opportunity to make this play, and honestly, she probably would have pick-sixed it and ran it back because the quarterback also fell down right there. But that's what happens in football. You're just this close. Now it's fourth down, and they're deciding to punt, and they're going to force THT to drive the length of the field to try to either tie this ball game up or win it.
And this is why THT tried to save their timeout a little bit earlier in the football game. First down in midfield to go with 2:05 to play.
If you're Texas Fury, there's one player that cannot beat you. It's this one right up here, Sarah Colchamiro.
Looking her way, but instead underneath. Gain of about 6 to Jacqueline Molinini. Hannah Jays made the quick tackle. Clock running with 1:53 to play. Second down in midfield coming up.
And that makes Caroline Jays right here, who you just mentioned, the most important player on the field to get the quarterback to make fast decisions.
There's another quick decision, gets it out quickly. Quick tackle, just shy of that no-run zone. The catch made by Isabella Castro. Emma Clark made the tackle, third down in midfield.
With no time, you see THT rushing to the line of scrimmage, trying to run their best plays because they know the clock is working against them.
1:24 to go. Keep an eye on Colchamiro. It's a different target this time, but they get to midfield. It'll be third and goal coming up. Borgognoni. Check that, first and goal.
And you're also seeing receivers come off the field immediately after catching the ball because their flags are getting pulled and they don't want to waste time putting the flags back on.
They got 3 tries to score. Complete over the middle to Sarah Colchamiro. Stopped immediately by Hannah Jays.
And you see, Mark, that's why it was so important on that first completion after they got past midfield to pull that flag, honestly, within that no-run zone because it makes THT have to go further to get to the end zone. Now it's second and goal from a mile away.
2 tries to get in the end zone. 3 receivers to the left. Complete over the middle. 10 yards away. It's come down to this final play. Jacqueline Molinini made the catch. Jays with the stop.
This is the ball game, people. Biggest play of the game. Game is on the line. Let's see what THT does.
Keep an eye on Sarah Colchamiro, number 0, and we're going to have a timeout called by Texas Fury. We'll try and peek into both huddles before this pivotal and critical play. You see the exhaustion down there from Sarah Colchamiro. Playing on both sides.
or she's going to have the wheel.
Do you think, if we're doing 21, do you think you have to fire? Yeah.
20. So look, I would hold up. Yes.
I can snap the ball.
That's what I'm saying. All right. So listen. I would draw nicely. I should draw. No, you do it. I'm just telling okay. Listen. If we motion Sarah this way, look, you're gonna do one step on her and break out. I want that back corner, and then the center's gonna wheel. The center's gonna wheel.
You gotta get set.
Yo, how about bird it.
From inside the huddle, and head coach Thomas DeAngelis of THT. They need to score here from 10 yards out.
That's incredible access, Mark. Just to hear the coach and the players working through that for what could potentially be a game-tying or winning play here.
They've got to get into the end zone. The rush coming. The delivery into traffic. Incomplete. And that will do it. Intended for Colchamiro, who extended her arms but couldn't make the catch.
Oh, man.
And Texas Fury, Robert, will move on to the semifinals tomorrow. What a finish.
What a game, man. What a game.
THT just a few inches away.
Mark, we always say that football is a game of inches. And right there, Sarah Colchamiro.
Yeah. You can see the disappointment on her face.
Simply inches away from being able to tie that ball game. And you're going to see her right here. She's going to run a corner out to the back of the end zone, just like the coach talked about. Quarterback Jillian Mofetta gives her an opportunity, and it's literally just a few inches away from being a touchdown. Look at that. Oh. And then
you can see the agony etched across her countenance and how much that hurt to not be able to make that catch after so many previous big plays this afternoon and previous today. Coach DeAngelis, boy, he drew up a good one, Robert.
He did.